And good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is FxPassion with another recorded webinar. Melbourne, 11:26 p.m. Singapore, 9:26 p.m. Madrid, 3:26 p.m. New York and Toronto, 9:26 a.m. and London, England, 2:26 minutes. Everybody, this is Forex Trading for Beginners, where our goal for you is to become consistently profitable, minimum 3 months, knowing when, how and why you make and or lose money. And if you are using Fibonacci's, you should know how you make and how you lose money, right? So we are in April and we are learning about how to trade the Fibonacci numbers. And you should not be allowed to trade with your real money until you reach the goal. What is the goal? To become consistently profitable. And you should know how to explain how and when and you make and or lose money. If you are not going to listen to us, here is the risk disclaimer: don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And the webinars, even though are recorded, they are not investment or trading advice. They are for educational purposes only. Your job is to send questions, right? And remember, if being consistently profitable is difficult, you probably still have things to learn. And if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? Also remember that 90% of traders who makes it between the 3rd and the 5th year of learning. So for questions, you have the Gmail contact, the Skype contact and the LinkedIn contact. That being said, today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, April the 11th. And we have a request from Orkun. He sent, can you please analyze EuroCAD? Yes, sir. Can you please analyze EuroCAD? Of course, we are talking about the Fibonacci's. And let's see what EuroCAD is saying. I'm going to delete this. Okay. So what you are seeing, everybody, this is the daily chart, right? This is the EuroCAD daily chart, and I want to find first the original Fibonacci, and number 2, I want to find the contrarian Fibonacci before I determine the trend direction. Now, what are the rules? We want to find the A and the B, right? We want to find the A of the original one, capital A, capital B, right? Then capital C, right? And capital D, right? Capital D. Now, the A is the starting point of the trend, is the lowest low or the highest high. This is the A. Now, if this is the chart, the daily, it is wrong for me to assume, oh, this is the starting point, because this is not the trend. When we are talking about trends, everybody, we are talking about the general overall trend. So I need to compress the chart as much as possible. Compress the chart in order to see what is happening. And Orkun said, please analyze EuroCAD. I don't remember, I believe it's Orkun who sent the request. So this is the overall general trend, right? Until here. So the market is moving in structure, higher highs, higher lows. Okay? Now, where is the starting point? The starting point, of course, is here on the left. Okay, for the experienced traders, if you are experienced trader, you can already see or presume that even though we are going to start drawing our Fibonacci here on the left, most likely the market is going to break our Fibonacci's here, and then is going to break our down Fibonacci here, and is going to break our up Fibonacci here, and I don't know if it's going to break our up Fibonacci, right? So But if you're a complete beginner, the right thing to do is to work hard. It's hard work, you know. It's the right thing to do is to work hard. So let's analyze EuroCAD daily chart. And I'm telling you, everybody, if you start anywhere else, right? If you start in here or clone, if you start in here or if you start in here, this is wrong. You shouldn't start because you don't know, okay, you don't know if the Fibonacci was broken. Okay, if you're a beginner, start, follow the rules, start where you should start. Okay, now this is the A, right? So this is going to be our A, and let's go. This is going to be our B. I'm going to go rather swiftly in the beginning. Okay, AB, horizontal line, this is our A, this is our B, the first high, right? So Fibonacci retracement tool, AB, and I can already see where is the CD, this is the D, this is the C, and I'm going to move, right? A goes up here, and the B goes up here, and let's go again. New Fibonacci retracement tool, ABCD. Green goes to green, the D must be a high, so this is going to be the next one, right? This is the A, this is the B up in here, this is the new AB, right? Now I can compress the chart and check if the market broke my up Fibonacci already. And no, not yet, but here the market is going to break my Fibonacci, so I don't need to waste my time. Okay, but I need to start where I need to start. I need to follow the rules. So ABCD, ABCD. So I'm going to have the new, this is going to be the A up in here, right? Green goes to green, this is going to be the new A to B. And one more, and then the market is going to break my, so this is A, this is B, and nonetheless, finally, this is the D. Now, so red, this time red goes to red, red goes to red. Okay, so not yet, we have one more before the market breaks our original up Fibonacci, our ABCD, right? One more, so where is the D? Green goes to green, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the D. So A, B, right? A, B, this is our latest AB boundary of the Fibonacci, and as you can see, the market broke our A, right? In here the market reversed, start making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, bam, broke our A. So our up Fibonacci is not valid anymore. Okay, now we are not going to waste any time drawing the down Fibonaccis. Okay, we are not going to do this because you can see on the right, because the market is in a structural uptrend. Okay, remember structure, because the market is in the structural uptrend, and because extensions are bigger than retracements, there is no point. I don't need to draw the down Fibonacci because I can see that the market is going to break it, right? Okay, now what I'm not sure is that if the retracement is going to break my up Fibonacci again, right? Why I'm not sure? Because the retracements are smaller, they are shorter than the extensions. So we are going to start drawing again our ABCDs in an uptrend, the up Fibonacci. So this is going to be our A, horizontal line. Okay, this is our A down here, so A. Where is the first high? As soon as possible. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. This is the B. Okay, Fibonacci retracement tool. This is our first AB, and B is here. Now remember, everybody, where is the C? The C is a point, is the lowest point inside the AB boundary after the B, before the market hits the appropriate extension. So the extension, green goes to green, is going to be this one, and the C is this one. Okay, this is the C. It's a point. The C is the, it doesn't need to be a low. It's the lowest point inside the AB boundary, which is the blue candle. And I'm going to move the A the A goes to C and the B goes to D. Okay, so next we're going to adjust our, we're still on the original Fibonacci. We're going to adjust. This is going to be our new C. Green goes to green. This is going to be our new D. And this is the new swing, A, B, C, D, A, B, come on. And we're going to move, right? Let's see, this is going to be the C. Now this time blue goes to blue, right? So this is going to be our new. And if you cannot follow, don't bother, everybody. I'm going swiftly to have time to explain where are we. Okay, so this is the AB boundary. I can compress the chart to see if the market is going to break my up Fibonacci. Compress the chart. So yes, I can see that the market is going to break. When I move my A to C, so here this is going to be the C, but here the market is going to break our up AB. So this is the C, and green goes to green. This is our new Fibonacci, ABCD, right? So this is the A and the B is up here. So I can see the market is going to break my up Fibonacci, and again the same logic applies. I don't need to waste time to draw the down Fibonacci, the down original Fibonacci, because the market is in a structural uptrend where the extensions are bigger than the retracement. So Orkun and everybody else who maybe is interested in EuroCAD, but you should learn these principles, everybody, independently on the currency pair. Those rules apply on all currency pairs, all time frames, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, 2 hour, 1 hour, 8 hour, daily, monthly, weekly. Okay, so this is going to be our new A, and I believe that we are almost there. So A is the starting point of the trend, of the uptrend, right? And the B, where is the B? This is the B, this is the first, whoops, this is the, there you go, this is the B, this is the first high. As soon as possible after the A, Fibonacci retracement tool, and red goes to red. We don't have any highs, and I'm going to delete this arrow. Zoom in the chart, red goes to red, we don't have any highs, so this is going to be the C, and the D is the first high, which is up in here. This is the new AB boundary, and let's see. Okay. Now in this example, as you can see, when I'm going to move the A to the C, this is the C, right? This is not the C, everybody, on the right. This is the C on the left. This is the lowest point inside the AB boundary after the C, before the market hits the appropriate D extension. And the market hit the appropriate D extension in here. So be careful not to think that this is the C. Oh, Passion, but this is the lowest point. Yes, it is, but the market hit already the extension. So the market broke our up ABCD swing, not the arrow. Text, this is the D up in here, and the market broke, right, our ABCD. So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to start all over. So this is going to be our A. Why? Because this is the next starting point of the uptrend. Where is the B? This is the first high, right? Passion, you don't have 2 on the right. Yes, you are correct. Okay, I have 2 on the left, but in the opening of the week there was the gap, right? So this is not the B. The B, it must have 2 on the left and 2 on the right. So where is the B? Up, this is the B. Up in here, this is the B. So we have a new Fibonacci sequence, AB. A to B. Let's compress the chart. Maybe if we can see if the market broke our Fibonacci. Let me see, and compress the chart, no. Okay, great, so we are here. Okay, everybody, this is AB. Where is the C? Well, the C is in here. This is the lowest point inside the AB boundary, right, before the market hits the appropriate D extension, and green goes to green. So where we have a first high, the first high is up in here. So this is the D, right? And I'm going to keep track of the swings. So A, B, C, D, and A goes to C, and B goes to the D. Okay, and let me see, Fibonacci retracement. So this is our new Fibonacci swing, and we are here right now. Now EuroCAD, we are in an up ABCD. Okay, so this market, this currency pair, according to the Fibonacci, should go up. Okay, from the daily chart. We didn't check the monthly yet, we're going to check later, but so far we have an up Fibonacci, we have an up original Fibonacci with the C and with the projected D level, which is green goes to green. Okay, now let's draw the contrarian Fibonacci. So where is the starting point of the retracement, everybody? Where is the starting point of the retracement? The starting point of the retracement is up here, right? So we are going to use another horizontal line like this. This is going to be and I'm going to zoom in the chart for you to see. So this is the starting point of the retracement. This is going to be our sub A. So sub A, we explained yesterday in the webinar the rules, right? How it's easy, not so difficult, how to draw the sub A and sub B. Where is the sub B? Where is the first low as soon as possible after the A? is down here, and this is the sub B. Fibonacci retracement tool, and if you can color code it differently, it's going to be easier for you to keep track of the Fibonacci's. So we have the sub B. Where is the sub C, or where is the C of the Fibonacci in a downtrend? The same rules apply. So the sub C is the highest point inside the AB boundary after the sub B, before the market hits the appropriate D extension. And finally we have the sub D. Sub D, and if pink goes to pink or violet, so, and the sub D must be a low, everybody. So this is here, just a second, this is not a low, so down here, this is, I'm going to delete this one of the origin one, so I'm going to keep track of the swing, right? Sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. The D must be a low, right? So we're going to move our sub A goes to sub C, and our sub B goes to sub D, and we have a new contrarian Fibonacci. Okay, so let's compress the chart a little bit. Now we have the sub C is the highest point inside the sub A and sub B boundary before the market hits the appropriate extension. So this is the sub C, and the low, there you go, this is the sub D. So if you would trade the retracement, you would win 2 times according to the Fibonacci's, right? And we're going to move always the same. Sub A goes to sub C, and the sub B goes to the sub D, which is going to be somewhere in here, right? Now the market's moving up, it's retracing. I need to move the horizontal line. There you go. The market is retracing. So this is the sub C, and retracing. Let's see, sub C, and the market moving sideways. So let's keep track of the swings. Sub C is the dark red, so the projected sub D is at the dark red level. Let's see what is going to happen. Let's compress the chart, and finally the market hit our sub D extension and made a new low. So this would be the third retracement trade that worked out, right? So sub A goes to sub C, and sub D, I mean the sub B goes to the sub D. So this is the new line, and we are here right now. This is the new down Fibonacci, sub A, sub B. So sub C is going to be somewhere in here, and the sub D is going to be somewhere in here. So let's see what is going to happen. We have the new sub C, right? Sub C, and oh, let me see, maybe, oh, the market didn't break the capital A, right? So we have this sub C, which is in violet or in pink, right? So, and the okay, everybody, we are here finally, Orkun and everybody else. So we have a down contrarian Fibonacci with the sub C, and the projected D extension is below the capital A, as you can see, right? Our projected sub D is below, and this makes, everybody, this C a confirmed C. From yesterday's webinar we explained to you right? How to understand the contrarian Fibonacci. So, but let me see, and the market broke our down Fibonacci. As you can see, the market up in here, the market broke our contrarian Fibonacci. So this contrarian Fibonacci is not valid anymore. Okay. Now the lesson for today is how to adjust, everybody, how to adjust the contrarian Fibonacci. As you can see, we won. If you would trade the contrarian, you would win 1, 2, 3, 4 times. On the 5th you would lose on the trade, because as we said yesterday, if you are trading the retracement, this is a risky way of trading, because sooner or later the market is going to stop you out on the retracement, because in order for the market to wave, sorry, it must make higher highs and higher lows. So we're going to delete now these contrarian Fibonaccis. Okay, so this is the picture so far. We have a confirmed C. Okay, now what you need to understand is that if this is an up Fibonacci, right, and the market can play around, so far the market is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and in some point in time is going to break your contrarian Fibonacci and start the extension, right? But sometimes the market, before hitting the D, appropriate D extension of the original Fibonacci, is going to reverse again and go back inside the AB boundary. Okay, when this happens, if you want, you can start to redraw your contrarian Fibonacci again. Okay, and we're going to color code differently. So remember, everybody, what did we do when the market broke our up Fibonaccis? Remember in here, so we knew that the market is in an uptrend, right? In a structural uptrend. So when the market broke our AB, our up Fibonacci, we just found another place to enter, to start the up Fibonacci, because we know that the market is moving up. So, and for the second time the market broke our A. So what did we do? Well, we just repeated the same exercise, but the logic behind this is when we compress the chart, right, we can see that the market is still moving up. So the same logic applies to the contrarian Fibonacci. Okay, so what does this mean to you, to the trader? Well, if you can see, the market broke our contrarian Fibonacci, right? So on the smaller scale, try to understand this. On the smaller scale, I can go, this is the daily chart, this is EuroCAD daily chart, but on the smaller scale I could start drawing an up Fibonacci, like on the 1 hour chart. Okay, I could start drawing an up Fibonacci on the smaller scale. Okay, and most likely the market is going to break my up Fibonacci on the smaller scale. So let's start. Okay, so we are going to, what we are going to do, we are going to draw a third Fibonacci. So this is the C, remember this. We are going to start drawing a third Fibonacci, okay, just to see if the market is going to break our up Fibonacci again. And remember, we are doing this on the smaller scale. Okay, we are going to leave the daily chart opened for you to see what is happening, because if I can go on the 1 hour chart you are going to miss this information on the left, so the original Fibonacci and the contrarian. Okay, don't bother if you don't understand, we are giving you webinars daily. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to draw a third Fibonacci on the same chart. Easy news, we're going to use the same rules. So Miguel, don't get angry or frustrated, you know. We are going to call this the sub A. Okay, sub A. You can call it whatever, lemon and oranges, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to call it sub A. This is the starting point. Okay, I'm going to use this horizontal line. And where is the first high? The first high is going to be up in here. So this is the sub B right now. Okay, this is the sub B up in here. Okay, and I'm going to draw a third Fibonacci on the chart, and I'm going to color code it differently than the contrarian. Okay, now if it is difficult for you to grasp or to understand, this is the trick. Take a quadrant and do like this. This is one information. This is the original Fibonacci. Take another quadrant and do like this. This is the second information. Okay, so we are dividing the pieces of the Fibonacci. Okay, so the first quadrant is the original one, the second quadrant is what happened with the contrarian. Okay, now we have the third quadrant. So you can forget about the left, you can forget about for some minutes about the capital A, capital B, capital C. You can also forget about the contrarian and just focus on the third quadrant. Okay, so we have the sub A, I mean we have the sub A, we have the sub B, we have the, of course we have the sub C, okay, which is the red goes to red, and we have the sub D, right? Sub D. Okay, and I'm going to keep track of the swings inside the third quadrant. So sub A to sub B, sub B to sub C, and sub C, red goes to red, to sub D, right? So this is my sub D, and I'm going to move the horizontal line up in here. So sub B goes to sub D, and sub A goes to sub C. Basically we are using the same Fibonacci retracement tool. We are using the same rules. We're just changing the names, right? Now what you can see, everybody, look at this. This is the new sub C, right? And the projected the market hit the sub D. Green goes to green, so we had the sub C and we had the sub D, right? So what happened? If I'm going to move my sub A to my sub C, and I'm going to move my sub B to the sub D, and if I'm going to draw another, I'm going to adjust my Fibonacci, right? What can I see? I can see that the market broke my up sub A Fibonacci, right? Now why is this important to the trader? Well, it's important because, as we said, the market sometimes likes to play around. Okay, so of course the original Fibonacci is the strongest one. Okay, the original Fibonacci is the strongest one, so when the market is retracing in here, right? When the market, you want to make money, right? You want to make pips. So when the market is retracing, you can choose, or you stay out and wait for the retracement to be over. You can stay out and wait for the C to be confirmed and enter trading on the extension. Okay? But sometimes the market, before it's going to hit the appropriate extension, which is the 1618 in this example, which is the green, okay, in the meantime sometimes the market is going to retrace again into a deeper level, and when this happens you can choose I know that professional traders, okay, and bear in mind that this is just a concept and you need to take care of the equity management and of course what the higher time frames are doing and all the pivot points and support and resistance levels, okay. But traders, they are not going to stay out on this one, okay. Yes, there are some traders who are staying out. I mean, if you're a beginner, for sure you should stay out until the next leg, until the next extension comes around. But if you want, you can choose to make some pips in here, right, on this retracement, okay. You can choose to stay out or to make some pips on this first retracement, okay. And if the market is going to play around, which is happening on most currency pairs right now, Canada CHF, USD CHF, Canada JPY, NZD JPY, AUD JPY, right? Most of them are playing around a little bit, you know, they're not going in the straight line. So you can choose or to stay out or to trade this retracement. Bear in mind that the retracements are riskier than extensions, because of course you can make some pips in here, but if you don't know where to stop, the market is going to break. I mean, it's going to stop you out, right? But we are talking here about your education. So this is the picture, and now we know that the market broke your up. The market, like in here, right? The market, so the third quadrant is this one, and the market just broke the extension, right? The market reversed and broke the extension, and it's retracing again, Orkun and everybody else, okay. So we're going to clean up the chart, okay. So the second quadrant, we're going to clean the second quadrant. Why? Because the market broke our first contrarian Fibonacci. So this contrarian Fibonacci is not valid anymore. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up everything. You want to clean up the chart, everybody, to have a clear understanding of what is happening. And we are going to clean also the third quadrant. Why? Because the market just broke our up Fibonacci's, of course, on the smaller scale. So clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up everything, right? And when you clean up the chart, this is what you are seeing right now. So you have the A of the original Fibonacci, you have the B of the original Fibonacci, which is that color, and like this. You have the C of the original Fibonacci, right? So A, B, C, and the projected D is still up in here, okay. Orkun and everybody else, this is EuroCAD daily chart. So the long-term bias is up, but the market, it broke the extension, the short-term extension. The market broke the short-term extension, so we are going to adjust our contrarian Fibonacci, meaning we are going to start trading the retracements if you want, or we are just going to draw the contrarian Fibonacci just to understand what is happening. Okay, so where is the starting point? Where is the starting point of the next retracement? In the beginning the starting point was here, right? Now where is the next starting point of the retracement? Well, the next starting point of the retracement is in here. So this is going to be our new sub A, because we want to have a clear picture, sub A, and we are going to have a new sub B, which is the first low after the sub A, as soon as possible. Okay, horizontal line on the sub A, color coded differently, black, and this stroke, and like this, and this is going to be our sub B. And Fibonacci retracement tool, we are going to color code it differently to see clearly what is happening. Okay, so Orkun and everybody else who is interested in EuroCAD, this is the answer right now. This is the answer. We have an up original Fibonacci still in place. Okay, long term this market should go up, but short term we have a contrarian Fibonacci, a new contrarian Fibonacci still in place, meaning if you are going to go long right now, you are taking a 50-50 trade. Okay, why is that? Because the contrarian Fibonacci is still in place, is still working, it still can fall until the appropriate D extension, which is in here, and the appropriate D extension of this contrarian Fibonacci, of this new retracement, is still inside the AB boundary of the original Fibonacci. Okay, so Passion, should I go long, should I go short? Well, try to short the market. Okay, try to short the market if you want. And these webinars, these recorded webinars, are not investment or trading advice, but until the contrarian Fibonacci is valid, try to short the market until the appropriate D extension. Okay, what do professional traders do with the Fibonacci's? The professional traders are staying out of this trade. They are not long anymore until the market is going to break our contrarian Fibonacci. Until up here, professional traders, okay, that are using the, I'm not talking about scalpers that are scalping on the 1 minute, 5 minute chart, whatever. I'm talking about the traders, the professional traders who are using the Fibonacci as a tool to trade. The professional traders are staying out. They are not long until the market breaks the sub A, until the market breaks the contrarian Fibonacci. Why is that? Well, until the market breaks the sub A, the market, yes, it can push higher, and this is where the majority of the beginner traders lose money, because the market is going to push higher. You are going to enter in a long trade just to see your long trade start to fall back down again until the D extension of the contrarian. Oh, Passion, why is that? Well, the contrarian Fibonacci is still working, is still valid, that's why. And if it's true, the Fibonacci theory, that the market is the market movement, the price action is a result of the total psychology of total traders in a point in time, so this is the reason. right? Until the market is going to break the sub A, this down Fibonacci, this contour Fibonacci is still valid. Okay, in the end, everybody, this is the suggestion, because I don't have the crystal ball, but technically speaking, try to short the market if you want, and don't go long until the market breaks the sub A. Okay, and bear in mind that maybe, just maybe, we are locked. Just maybe. I'm going to open a new one, EuroCAD daily chart. Just maybe. Okay, this is the daily chart. Just maybe remember that we can be locked or inside this sideways channel. Maybe we are locked in here, or just maybe, because I don't have the crystal ball, maybe we are locked inside this channel. Okay, the bigger channel is a speculative one, so maybe we are locked in here. Okay, but for sure we are locked in here. So bear in mind, if you are going to use the Fibonacci's to short the market, remember that maybe you are locked in here. Okay, why is this important? It's important because of the stop loss levels and take profit levels. Okay, but don't go long. This is the main point of today's webinar. Don't go long until the market breaks the sub A. Okay, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Send your questions. If you want some currency pair to be analyzed according to the Fibonacci's, please type in the chat box of the YouTube channel, or send questions or requests to the research team, to Nikita and Yanis. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FxPassion signing off.